everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wild card matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Texans going up against the Steelers. The towels are out, but it's set to be a cold one at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. That's where we'll say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in Western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you get a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And here's a look at the starting offense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me the fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And now a first down following that long gain. He'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll go with a ground attack here. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steelers defense getting ready here. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line.
Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They'll drop the throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. And it's the first quarter, but they gave up the score last time. How important is it here not to fall 2 scores behind?
Extremely important, because not only are you trying to avoid being in a big deficit to start this game off, you also want to get into a pattern where that offense has the advantage. You've got to find a way to turn things around. This is the series to begin that.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep them off the scoreboard here for a 2nd time. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Watch it now, Barney!
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30, losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
2nd down and just 1. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll run the option left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer at that tackle.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got time in the pocket. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. So we hit the quarter break in round 1 of the AFC playoffs. 10-zip our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's the option going right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And coming on is the backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Set, B-19! B-19!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. Get dropped in 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. He'll look to set up his blockers. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And that will come the offense as they take over. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, kick back, and enjoy a little bit of water, and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hey, we got four now. Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. 7 yards remain now on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Now back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you, and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around, but the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Red zone opportunity.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Well, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw here, that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They're trying to keep the drive going. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Brief break in the action here. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their big tight end, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Garoppolo on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And in this weather, and I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they wear a glove, not wear a glove, how cold is it. You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here, and thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here.
Let's go! Blue Niners!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Steelers want to continue to give their fans something to cheer about in the second half. The Texans, on the other hand, want to quiet this crowd and turn things around. All right, let's roll the highlights. Steelers line up at the 18. Third and long. The pass is completed into tight coverage, and now they get in for the touchdown. The lead now at 17. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, pass will be completed, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 33-yard line. Texans would later fumble the football away. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll get you back out to the field now for some more playoff action.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here.